Hello, dear viewers. I'm Bersabet Takhla. Welcome to ERi-TV English news broadcast for this hour. Coming up are today's major headlines. Progress achieved in social justice efforts in the Central Region. Efforts made to expand social service provision in Adobha. China facilitated peace talks between Myanmar's military and rebels. And Burundi shuts borders with Rwanda. On your domestic reports, the Ministry of Labour and Social Welfare's branch in the Central Region has reported significant strides in promoting social justice in 2023. This update was shared during an assessment meeting held on 11 January in Asmara. According to the report, over 54.3 million nafa has been disbursed to families of martyrs. Contributions amounting to more than 1.4 million nafa from nationals inside the country and abroad has been distributed to 166 families of martyrs, and 262,760 nafa community-driven initiative has been disbursed to 229 disadvantaged citizens. Numerous families of martyrs have been rehabilitated with small-scale enterprises. Ms. Jum'a Ibrahim, emphasizing the objective of the meeting, highlighted the need to identify strengths and challenges to devise effective strategies for 2024. She urged for increased participation in implementing upcoming development initiatives. Mr. Waldeyesus Elisa, Director General of Social Justice at the Ministry, stressed the Ministry's vision of fostering a work-centric culture and developing a generation that values labor, and called for augmented efforts in 2024 to realize this goal. The meeting concluded with a thorough discussion on the report and the adoption of several recommendations to advance social justice endeavors. Mr. Adam Ibrahim, the administrator of Rabba La'al in the Adobha subzone, has reported notable progress in expanding social service institutions, particularly within the education sector. He noted that elementary schools in Midigag and Gadam Garsa have seen a steady increase in student enrollment. However, a major challenge remains. Students completing elementary schools must travel to Dirit or Nafa town for higher education, highlighting the need for more advanced educational facilities nearby. Additionally, the construction of a micro-dam in Midigag is set to alleviate the area's potable water shortage, improving local living standards. In terms of healthcare, residents of Midigag and Gadam Garsa currently face difficulties accessing medical services, having to travel to Dirit or Nafa town. Mr. Adam emphasized the urgency of addressing this issue to improve healthcare accessibility in these villages. On your last local report, the Forestry and Wildlife Authority of the Southern Region has announced significant progress in its greening campaign. According to Mr. Gabriel Mikael Berhe, a representative of the authority, an impressive 89% of the 2.5 million tree seedlings prepared in 2023 have been successfully planted, with 77% currently thriving. The campaign's success is attributed to the collaborative efforts of various community segments, including educational institutions, religious organizations, students participating in the summer work program, members of the defense forces, and local volunteers. Mr. Gabriel Mikael further highlighted the construction of 15 hectares of terraces and the implementation of 170 cubic meter of water diversion schemes, enhancing the region's environmental stability. In a robust response to deforestation, the authority has taken corrective actions against 775 individuals involved in illegal logging activities. This measure is part of a broader strategy to safeguard the region's natural resources. The southern region boasts 12,186 hectares of permanent reserved land and 60,493 hectares of temporary reserved areas, indicating a substantial commitment to environmental conservation and sustainable land management. Dear viewers, still to come here on ERi-TV, your international news and more. Please stay tuned. Welcome back. China said today, 12 January, that it facilitated peace talks between Myanmar's ruling military and Myanmar rebels in the Chinese city of Kunming on January 10 to 11. And both sides agreed to cease fighting and resolve disputes through negotiations. Both parties also pledged not to harm residents at the Chinese border, said Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Mao Ning. Beijing had also said last month the parties had agreed on a temporary ceasefire and to maintain dialogue. But fighting continued in northern Shan State and other regions in the country, with the rebels attacking or rather taking control of a key commercial town, Lukai, on the Chinese border last week. On today's final report, Burundi has closed its borders with Rwanda after accusing its neighbor of funding rebel attacks. Last December, the Red Tabara, a Burundian rebel group, killed 20 people near the border with the Democratic Republic of Congo. Rwandan President Paul Kagame denies the charge, but Burundi's government has branded him a bad neighbor. The Burundian president made the accusation in December following the attack. According to the AFP, the Rwandan government responded that it regrets the unilateral closure of the border by Burundi. It said the border closure was an unfortunate decision which violated the principles of regional cooperation and the integration of East Africa community. Dear viewers, and now a very quick recap of the major headlines. Progress achieved in social justice efforts in the Central region. Efforts made to expand social service provision in Adobha. China facilitated peace talks between Myanmar's military and rebels. And Burundi shuts borders with Rwanda. Dear viewers, that was it for today. Thanks for watching and have a good one.